Time for another old man rant. Today we're just going to talk, not going to be much of a rant. Like always, calling on all my fellow Americans. Black, white, brown, race doesn't matter. It's time to unite, organize at the local level. The main reason I say that is to be prepared. You know, this natural disaster down in Texas is a good example. It would be beneficial to everybody in such situations where you might have looting, you have people abandoning their posts at old folks' homes, just leaving them, sandbags, supplies that need rendered, first aid that needs rendered, all those things. Plus, if we unite, we can finally scare this government. And the government needs to be scared of its people. If the people are scared of the government, you have tyranny. It's when the government's scared of the people, you can have democracy. This government is not scared of we the people anymore. There is no accountability whatsoever. They can do whatever the fuck they want. And we'd be in a better position to police ourselves in such situations. There is no executive order making an agreement with the blue hats of the United Nations. That's a psyop. Don't participate in it. If you want an example, go check out the Canadian Child Safety Act and see what those little things are going to get you in the future. Your Facebook posts, your YouTube posts, they can all jam you up for anywhere from a year to life in prison. And you can check it out for yourself. It's a Canadian Child Safety Act. We'll talk about that another day. There was Executive Order 14062, however, that now turns basic self-defense jiu-jitsu, such as a rear naked choke, a guillotine choke, or even a discomforting Ezekiel choke. You could be charged with aggravated assault with special circumstances, the exact same charge as if you shot somebody with a firearm. Just so you know. The college protests. I can see both sides. If these protests were legitimate, I'd be all about protecting the freedom of speech, not infringing on their rights. Let them do what they got to do. That's not the case. The reason you don't see BLM and Antifa this year during an election year is because, well, they've hijacked these protests. These cops that are out there tearing up these protests, that doesn't change the fact that you ain't nothing but yes men. You're just fucking junk. You know, I couldn't work with you. You want to know why? Because you're out there harassing elderly, you're out there harassing college kids, jamming them up for stupid-ass misdemeanors, victimless crimes, and then you go back to the locker room, you smack each other on the fucking ass, give each other naked chest bumps, thinking you're fucking cool. Well, you're not. You make me sick. Alright. I might have a couple rants in here. People think that a good number of the cops and military would be on the citizens' side in a shit hits the fan scenario. Get that out of your fucking head. The cops and the military hate us equally. They hate the citizenry. Very few cops and very few of your military would jump ship and support us. Most of your military are either brass that hates us or they're young guys who have been locked up in a goddamn dorm with a bunch of horny other fucking teenage boys jerking their meat, just waiting to get called up. They can't wait to get called up. They'll do whatever the fuck their orders tell them to do. If you think otherwise, you're fucking up in the night. The system isn't racist. The system hates us all equally. It hates poor people. It doesn't matter what color you are. Your social class. That's what matters. They'll kill me just as quick as they'll kill a black man, just as quick as they'll kill a Mexican man. And that's a fact. And for any of you that think I might be racist, my wife is full-blooded Mexican and I have a half-black son, so fuck off. Europe is preparing for war. Big time. You can tell by the rhetoric. It's not just Europe, the UK too. The one thing I haven't noticed, though, is the ramp up in military production, and which is kind of silly if you're actually planning on fighting a war with Russia, which they are. I, as an American, I don't want a war with Russia. I don't want to kill any Russians. I have nothing against Russians. I think if Israel and Gaza want to fight themselves, let them blow each other up. If Russia and Ukraine want to fight, let them fight. We shouldn't be part of it, but we are. Shouldn't be, but we are. Anyway, Europe is preparing for war, along with the UK. And for all you people that aren't scared of nuclear war, you should be. You think that it can't happen? Oh, it can. And you think there's such thing as a one nuke event? No. There's always retaliatory strikes and a retaliation of that. And it just keeps escalating. I think it's time for the citizens to act as a parent. The government is acting like a child throwing a temper tantrum, and I'm sick of it. It's time for us to unite, come together, hold these people accountable, and take control away from the temper tantrum throwing child. Enough is enough. But we have to unite. We have to unite, people. Get over the color thing. Quit saying black man, white man, Mexican man, whatever. Well, I guess you can say Mexican man, brown man. Don't say brown man. Just say man. Get over it. It's time. As far as you transgender people, if you want to run around playing fucking dress up in a fake made up world, go ahead. But leave me out of it. Don't expect me to play your pronoun game or any other part of your mental illness, your delusion. If you're a dude in a dress calling yourself a woman, you're still just a dude in a fucking dress. God damn it. I can't believe this shit even needs to be said. Fuck. Ireland now, if you are an illegal criminal, because that's what you are, there's no such thing as a illegal a migrant crossing the border illegally. They're illegal criminals, or they're migrant criminals. That's what they are. It's just the way it is. Anyway, if these migrant criminals have been in Ireland for 6 months, then they can be employed as police. Fuck you. You send some illegals to my place to arrest me. It'll come to a head real quick. And on that note, don't sweat the petty shit. Just pet the sweaty shit. I'm out.